Hello and welcome to another update on the Tigard real estate market. My name is Steve Thoele, principal broker with Premier Property Group, and this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, July 16th. So let me share my screen with you now, and I'll go through the data with you as I always do. So first off, we'll look at the active listing count. Last week I showed we had 34 homes come on the market in Tigard, up just a little bit from the prior week, and then really hit the really had a really low week here over the holiday, kind of the week right in the middle of the 4th of July holiday, but rebounded pretty nicely from that. Ended the week with 183, which you can kind of see has been very steady in Tigard in terms of listing count. We had a low of 174 and a high of 184 or 185. So it's been very tight range here. So it's been very steady level of homes on the market over the past 2 months in Tigard. The median list price and days on market for the active listings, you can kind of see we had a high of 745, a low of 700, and covered it up here. But it looks like this last week came in at 729,000, most recent reading there. And then days on market been increasing here a bit. Had a low of 32 days of market time here 6 weeks back. And most recent reading came in at 45 days, which is kind of a high for the past 8 weeks. So just about a month and a half of average market time for the most recent 183 homes on the market in Tigard right now. Pending listings, pending sales. This last week, we had 34 new pendings, which was a healthy increase over the prior couple weeks. Ended the week with 143 homes in pending status, which again, you can kind of see has been up over the prior couple weeks, but down still a bit from the high of 157 we had at about a month ago. The median price and days on market for those pending listings, you can kind of see we were holding steady here for about 4 weeks straight at 650. Last couple of weeks have come down. This most recent reading came in at 619,000. And days on market has been on the increase. You can kind of see we had a low of 9 days 6 weeks back, and it's been kind of stepping up here. This last week came in at 24. So just most recent reading is a little over 3 weeks of average market time for these 143 homes that are in pending status. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put this together, I showed we had 20 homes cross over from pending to sold this last week, pretty much the same as the prior week. Had a high of 33 3 weeks back. And then when I look over the prior 4 weeks of closings on a week-by-week basis, that has been on the increase. Overall here, it was had a low of 76 homes closed over the prior 4 weeks, 8 weeks back, and that got up to a high of 103 3 weeks ago, and it's been holding pretty steady from there. This last week came in at 100, right at 100 homes over the prior 4 weeks is the most recent reading. And then the median sold price and days on market for those solds, you can kind of see that's been on the increase in terms of price. Had a low of 580 8 weeks back, and this most recent reading came in at 650, which was a high for the past 8 weeks. Days on market hasn't moved much, particularly here over the past month or so. At a low of 6. Most recent reading is 8 days of market time, so just over a week again of average market time for the most recent 100 sales. And then the last thing we'll look at is the weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. So the red bar is that weeks of inventory, kind of measuring relative supply and demand. And we had a high of a little over 9 weeks here 8 weeks back, and it did fall to just about 7 weeks here over this past 3 weeks or so, as you can kind of see here. Most recent reading was just over 7 weeks of inventory. And pricing been remaining to be very strong. It's had a low of a little over 98% and the high of just under 100% of asking price. This most recent reading is just above 99%. So overall, very, very strong market in Tigard. Very much a seller's market. 7 weeks is less than 2 months of inventory, and strong pricing. So even though interest rates remain high, we did kind of cross over the 7% number for a 30-year fixed rate here a few weeks back now. It did drop here this last week, which was nice to see. We're kind of in the high 6s right now. So, as interest rates go, so does the housing market for the most part. So we'll see how things kind of go from here. But, still a very strong active market in Tigard right now. So So I hope that update was helpful. As always, if I can ever answer any questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My phone and email address are down below the video, so let me know how I can help. And as always, I really appreciate any likes, comments, shares that you have. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. It's a great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local market. So hope you have a great day and week ahead, and we will see you on the next update.